The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Hi, I'm Linda Watson-Call. Welcome to today's episode of Dragonfly Soup. We hear so many sayings about creating your own life, your own happiness, like, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. This phrase is supposed to encourage us to take the sour or bitter situation in our life and turn it into something sweet and desirable. But what if you're feeling like you're drowning in lemons and the acidity is really souring you? You're afraid of moving forward because it seems like every time you turn around, there's another obstacle. You really don't want to feel this way, yet the current situation or accumulating circumstances have you wondering if your dreams are really worth going after. Let's look at some of the things you might want to try to turn your feelings around. Now notice I said feelings, not your situation, because looking at it differently can change the way you feel, and when you feel better, things start to look better. So sometimes we need to make the best of it. A few years ago, our dryer stopped working. My husband looked at it to see if he could fix it, but no luck. To make matters worse, it was a Saturday evening, so even if we could replace it right away, it would be 4 or 5 days before it could be delivered, and we had 3 more loads of wash to do. And we wanted to wait for our next paycheck so that we didn't have to charge it. We thought, well, there's some good here. Our washer was still working, so we weren't forced to use the laundromat in town. It was summer, so we could hang the clothes outside and dry them the old-fashioned way. Boy, our neighbors really liked that. It wasn't a crisis situation. We had enough clothes so we could wash and dry 1 batch a day. Well, one day it rained, so we strung the rope inside to dry that load. Yeah, we started laughing about how we kept improvising. It was a rough couple of weeks, but we were determined to make the best of the situation. No complaining, no drama. Fun, even if it meant hanging wet clothes in our bedroom and posting the pictures to Facebook. Another tactic to use is to count your blessings, not your troubles. Now, this can be a tough one, especially when everything seems to be going wrong. It's hard to see what's going right. My friend's child was in a horrific automobile accident. The car was completely demolished, and her child was found unconscious when the first responders arrived. She got a call as they were rushing her daughter to the nearest hospital. My friend was panic-stricken. She raced to the hospital. All the while, she tried to prepare herself for the worst while keeping hope that it wasn't as bad as they had described it. When she got to the hospital, the doctors explained the situation, saying that her daughter had life-threatening injuries that could not be treated at this hospital. They were arranging for an airlift to take her to another hospital that had the equipment to perform the required surgery. My friend said she couldn't even think straight, knowing that she might lose her daughter, and also knowing that they didn't have adequate health insurance to cover such a major hospital bill. While her daughter was in surgery, she had time to evaluate the situation. She realized that she did have a lot to be grateful for. It was a single-car accident, so no one else's life had been placed in jeopardy. Even though the car was totaled, it was still worth something. Whatever they could get for it could be used to buy another used vehicle, and she had been wanting to get her daughter a better vehicle for some time now. Her daughter was in the best hospital in the area, and that meant she would get excellent health care. Her daughter's surgery went well, but she was told there would be a long recovery period and that she would also require therapy. A representative from the Patient Financial Services contacted her and explained that even though her health insurance wouldn't cover all the costs, the automobile insurance that was on the vehicle would pay for most of it. There was only a small deductible that she was responsible for. That was one less thing for her to worry about. Her daughter eventually made a complete recovery. She went back to college and graduated with honors. To this day, my friend feels that by finding things to be grateful for, instead of agonizing over the negatives, kept her spirit up and created the positive results that appeared in a very tragic situation. The key to both of these situations, in fact, the key to all situations, is to do something, anything, that can help your mind see the event from another perspective. John Milton put it well when he wrote in Paradise Lost, "The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven." Sometimes all we need to do is take a break and focus on something, or focus on nothing. Play, even if it's solitaire or a board game with friends. Go bowling, golfing, or some other sport that you enjoy. Take some time to go fishing and don't bait the hook. Sit back and enjoy the serenity of the water. Get outside, go hiking and listen to the sounds of nature. Sit in the park and just watch the kids playing. Pick some flowers or buy some to liven up your home. And while you're at it, put one of those flowers in your hair. I remember weaving dandelions into crowns when I was younger. Nothing like flowers to pick up your spirits. Sing a song or listen to your favorite albums. Play a musical instrument if you're so inclined. Dance in the privacy of your home, or get a group of friends and go out dancing. Dancing is a great way to relieve stress. Read a book. Find a humorous one. Meet a friend that you haven't seen in a while and get caught up, or sit there and reminisce about the good old days. Eat at your favorite restaurant, or find a new restaurant. Order a comfort food, or try something different, something you've never eaten before. Do something for someone else, a random act of kindness without disclosing your name. Bake a batch of cookies for a friend or relative, maybe even for yourself. Spend some time in a local soup kitchen or visit a convalescent center and socialize with some of the residents. Get a manicure, a facial, or a good massage. Human touch is so important. And smile. Even if you're not sure why you should smile, the upside is most people will smile back to you, even if they don't know you. But do something that will help you connect with your why, and change from seeing things as limited to seeing everything as limitless. We all have cloudy days, rainy days, and even stormy days, but it's up to us to create our own sunshine any way we can. So what's your way of chasing the clouds away? Let me know in the comments below or in a private message. And I'll see you next week, right here on Dragonfly Soup. And here's to our transformation and our best year ever.